Alright, let's give the daily puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Tactical Showstopper. It's white to move. Give the video pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright. My queen's hanging. My bishop's attacking this rook. Almost thought that I could take this pawn initially, but this bishop is looking at it because this pawn is pinned. If I take here, rook takes. This comes with check, but this just takes, and then I can win both rooks, but then I just lose my queen, so that doesn't seem very good. This is also interesting. There's definitely a lot of action up here. Not sure how to make it work though. So for checks right now, I have this, this, and this, right? I don't really see any of those being useful. Maybe this. You know Sunday is going to be really tough. It's not usually obvious by any means. Instinctually, I definitely want to do this. I mean, it feels like I have to give a check, right? Because I have. I mean, this has. Man, okay. I mean, the mate threats are like really nasty here. Like this is. Oh, so that's not checkmate. I just didn't notice that my bishop's guarding. So it's not checkmate immediately, but it's certainly very scary. I feel like I kind of want to do this if the bishop takes, but I don't know what benefit that has. I also like definitely want to do this. Yeah, so after this, the rook comes here. My queen is doing what? This knight over here is not doing anything, is it? I certainly don't think so. Alright, so the queen has to stay. Is this interesting at all? The queen has to stay on this diagonal in my... Because this would be checkmate, or it doesn't have to stay on the diagonal, but it has to it has to protect this pawn somehow. So I'm thinking now maybe I attack the queen somehow. I don't have a lot of ways to attack the queen. Yeah, I don't really have anything to attack the queen actually. But like it doesn't matter if I lose my queen if my bishop can get in here. So maybe it has something to do with that is kind of what I'm thinking. Can I just do this? Queen is protected right now. Yeah, maybe it's this. If the rook comes over, then I do this, and then what does the queen do to protect against this mate? That's actually kind of nasty. I think I kind of like that idea. All right. Well, the queen can come here. Ouch! It almost worked. And then if it doesn't quite work. All right. I like this idea that there's a checkmate here. I just have to chase this queen around somehow. So I think I definitely have to trade the rooks off so that the rook is no longer protecting the queen. That's kind of my thought. And then if I go here, yeah, the fear was that the queen could go here and stay protecting the pawn, and then even if I trade it, the rook could take and still be protecting this pawn. So I'm really feeling like I have to trade this rook. Then I think this is probably the square. And if the queen takes this pawn, oh, then my bishop's under attack. Ah, man. So it really doesn't seem like it's working. Can I go here though, and just fully sack the queen? If the rook were to take, I just take with the. Now, if the rook were to take, this is mate. If the queen takes, I trade it, and this is mate. I think that works. That's a cool. If I figured this one out, I'd be really psyched. I mean, you're trading these, right? Okay, and then I think this works, which is wild. If the queen takes, I take with the pawn. Nothing's stopping this. Or I guess the king can move out. But so if the queen takes, take with the pawn, yeah, and the king just moves out. But then I take the rook, right? I think okay, so. Yeah, I think that works. I think I win the rook at the end of the line. Pawn takes, this is mate. Pawn takes is wild. But this is just checkmate, right? Wow, there's a Sunday, baby! Yes! Love getting a Sunday. That's a great feeling. Awesome. Okay, so I have a ton of stuff under attack. I finally noticed that this move right here was really threatening. I did notice that initially, but I don't know that I noticed that it was checkmate, and the only piece protecting this pawn is the queen. So Then I'm immediately thinking, what can I do to get this queen out of here? Thought of a few different things that I could have done. So I didn't want this rook coming in and protecting the pawn. So that was my reasoning for wanting to trade here. But yeah, then finally noticed that this move with the queen is really nice because black just really doesn't have any options. If the queen takes, we're just trading queens, and this is still a threat, and the queen is no longer protecting there. So I can actually just straight up sacrifice my queen to just try to blockade this square and give my bishop the opportunity to sneak in here. So I trade off the rooks first, and I think that's important because this rook could have just come here and protected the pawn, I think is the problem there. Yeah, so I needed this rook to not be able to protect this pawn, so now I can sacrifice the queen. There's only one piece, so nothing can protect the pawn, because if the rook comes up here, I just take it with the bishop and I win the rook. And this threat still remains. So now I jump in here, and there just isn't a good piece to take with. If black takes with the pawn, which is what happens in the puzzle, I jump in with the bishop. If black takes with the queen, I take back with the pawn, and this threat still remains. I think probably the computer recommended line must be this take with the queen, I would assume. I take with the pawn, and then the king moves up, and you lose the rook. So I think, but at least I'm winning a rook here, I believe. What haven't I covered yet? If the rook takes, then I can just jump in here, and this is checkmate, right? So I think the best option for black would have been to take with the queen, but black doesn't take with the queen in the puzzle. Black takes with the pawn, and I'm jumping in here for checkmate. That's a puzzle. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.